You bring the tripod down?
I did not bring the tripod. I'm just going to hold it, yeah. All right, so today is, June 4th? June 4th, 2023, and we woke up this morning with some interesting developments. We were sitting in the living room, and my wife said, "Boy, look at all those bees out there." And so we actually witnessed the actual swarming of the bees out of one of the hives, and they decided to go up in this tree that is basically covered with vines. So you can see one swarm there, and I don't know if you can see it, but up a little bit higher is the bigger swarm. So we're going to cut this one down and then prune our way back to the other one and try and get them all. We have a new hive body here to put them in. So Nick's going to go up on the ladder and do the cutting, and Eric's going to be handling the handoff of the bees. And today I'm in charge of video.
You want me to get a close-up?
Hey, you want to? Let's just start over. Today's swarm day, June 4th, 2023. Handle it from the side there. There's a close-up of one of the two balls of bees that are up in this tree. This tree is basically covered with old wild grapevines. So it's going to be a little bit of a complication to get to the bees. So we're going to cut the first one off and drop it into the hive box. The second one, we're going to try and coax the bees to come down. So I'm getting head and ahead with bees that are flying by. I'm going to spray it. One of the things we're trying is basically have the bees, entice them down with some frames. We're right on the edge of the sun here, so it's tough to see. Nick's working at trimming his way around. He's going to cut that ball of bees off. He started separating. Okay, he's going to hand that to Eric on a frame. That's going to end up going into the hive box. I wouldn't worry. Oh, you know. Okay. So right in the hive box.
I got another one for you, Eric. Throw it on. They have bees.
Bees are starting to fly around a little bit, but we've been told that swarms are generally docile. All right, so let's get them into the box.
It in or just place it on, or?
Put it sideways and let them fall in. I think it should be okay. All right, they're on that frame and seem to be having fun with that frame.
Just shake them off a little bit, you think?
No, this wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Then we'll just put the cover on here. Try and keep them in for the moment.
Really smooth.
Okay. So far.
So far, you want to spray this one?
Yes, I do want to. I got it. We're trying to spray these frames with some sugar water that was prepared earlier.
Yeah, camera.
To entice them. They're already wax coated. So we're hoping that the additional sugar water on it is going to make them happy. Was nice that those ones that were in that ball that you dropped on there, Nick, they did seem to be going onto the frame almost immediately.
Where they want to be?
Hopefully.
Yes. Oh snap! We forgot. Oh, we didn't film it. Maybe we'll cut this. You want me to try to push it down to you? No, here, let me walk through the first. I can't. Fuck this. Tail is in my face.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. So what Nick's doing is just trying to cut some of this wild grapevine out of the way. So that he has better access to the swarm up there.
What do you want to try the bucket? Where do you want to try it?
We're going to try and entice them to crawl down onto this frame. So Nick's going to put the frame up against the swarm and see what happens. See if they're encouraged. Anything happening up there, Nick?
Oh yeah. Moving.
Good. So they seem to be coming off the swarm and going onto the frame.
Yeah, they did barehanded. Grab a wad. There it goes.
If you're going to shake, you're probably better off with the bucket.
The other way.
You got it, or you want to grab it? Okay, a bunch of bees. Let's put them in the box. I'll lift the lid for you. We have to spray that yet, Nick? Yeah. You got it? Okay. I want to try not to get Nick's hands.
They're all sticky already into the bag. What part of the tail wants to fall down on it? I can't see too much.
Yeah.
You can hold this for just a second. Let's snip a little bit of that out of the way.
Nick is trying to snip away some more of the wild grapevine that's infesting this tree here. The vine's pretty invasive and in his way. Okay, E?
The lid fell off.
Oh.
Yeah, put that bucket on top of it, or frame or something.
Windy day today, thankfully.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know. Just trying to convince them to come down by shaking the branch a bit. Hopefully those aren't the bees coming out of the box to go back up to the swarm. You have another frame ready, sprayed? Did we not bring all the frames down?
They're on the table.
Okay. There's another one for you.
I'll come down and get a grab.
That one's pretty full.
Yeah. See a queen in there? No. So, a little bit of time. Study. Careful.
Okay. Let's grab the empty frame there. So, and bring them all out there. Yeah.
They're all starting to grab onto that one. Just dig it out.
No.
Yeah, leave that one.
If they're staying in there, let them in there.
Probably got about half of it.
All right.
I'd say.
Since they're still up there, probably the queen is probably still up in there. You to hold it while you go up. Pulling off the clumps of dirt.
He think this is a bee inside my suit. And I think he's not going to be very happy about it. I didn't want to have him trapped in there for too long. But I don't think he would like that.
Yeah, the elastic on the sleeves on that are pretty stretched out. I think that suit needs to be replaced.
Nice jacket. You're going to go up no suit? No. All right.
Well, you got a lot of that out of there, don't you? Out on the. Let me get you. Okay.
I think we got a queen in here, though. They're all starting to fan a lot. They're fanning. Now what? We keep going or just wait? Put the lid back on there. Got a bunch of bees in the bottom, too.
Do you think it's worth trying to get any more out of that branch?
Maybe. Still have one more frame. Might as well get it. I'm going to turn the box around so the entrance is on the front side.
So I think that's what we'll do is we'll just sort of leave this hive down here. We'll let them hopefully come out of the tree and go into the hive. And we'll move the hive later.
I think that's a good idea.
Go to the end over here if you have to. Still have that tree branch in there.
Yeah, we'll probably end up taking that out.
Great.
Hello, guys. Get out of the way.
Okay.
One more time. See what happens.
Okay, and then, like I said, we'll just sort of leave this here to see if they'll come down out of the tree and go into the hive. And there is some activity on the front doorstep here. They're sort of trying to figure out what's going on. Some of them are walking in.
They're fanning on the front, so they're. I think we might have caught the queen in there. If they're fanning like that, they're probably trying to throw the pheromones into the air.
I guess to let everybody know, hey, we've found a home. Come on in. No,
Turn us up, come here.
you got it.
That's probably all we're gonna get off there.
Okay.
For now. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you got room to put it in there, so we're good. Okay. All right, let's get something heavy on there to hold that in place. All right. So that's our attempt at a capture. Nick did 90% of the work. Eric was the passer upper or downer, and I did nothing but screw up the video here, I'm pretty sure.
Well, as long as, we could have seen it earlier.
Yeah.
Swarm going around.
It was interesting when you were up in the tree there. I was taking shots of around your head because you had 100 bees. You have one in your hair right now. So, all right. So I think the plan is to let the bees just sort of find this hive. I think we should walk away.
Yeah, maybe.
Let the bees find this hive, hopefully adopt it as their new home. And so that's where the swarm was. I don't believe they came out of this hive. I don't believe it was the Russians. I believe it was the Italians that we've been having so much trouble with. We had an inordinate amount of bees in that hive, and evidently there was a queen that I didn't see. So since they had more than one queen and too many bees, they decided to swarm. So I'm obviously a novice at this. There's Nick checking to see if he can do any more.
Knock it out. No. I just pull the branch down here lower. I'll push the trunk over here.
Well, I could grab that hook and I can bring it down with the hook. Nick,
Intertwined with other branches, though.
Nick, I've got that pruning pole that has a hook on it. I can grab it behind there and pull it down if you want me to try to do that.
Nah. I mean, there's still a good chunk, but maybe I'll try one more in the bowl. One more shake off in the bowl and see if I can dump them in.
Sure.
If they're still balling, it makes me nervous that we might not have caught a queen.
Yeah. You sure you don't want me to grab the hook and bring it down? There's a bunch. Seem to be a whole bunch of them moving around right in there. I wonder if there's a queen underneath there. No, let's pour them into the hive.
They're starting to move a little bit. It's making me see them, but nah.
Hard to say. All right. Still a lot of them in the air. Moving around. Still a bit of a ball of them up there. I don't know what else we can do.
Well, supposedly they're waiting for the scout drone to come back and say that they found a good home.
There it is. Hopefully.
Hopefully it comes back and tells her had a good phone or had a good home if we didn't catch her.
Hey, look at this. Look what I found.
And being this close, it'll hopefully be an easy transition for them.
I'm hoping that we'll give them an hour or so just to see what happens. If they leave the box and go back to the swarm up there, then we know we didn't get a queen. I have a feeling we got all the queens we need. All right, we should walk away from the path here. And what was our sign off going to be today?
Flying swarm earlier would have been a sight to behold.
Behold, that was it. The swarm was a sight to behold. All right, that's it. Okay, it's been, I don't know, how long do you think it's been? Like half an hour? Half hour since we were in there. The lid is still on the box, so that's a good thing. I was hoping that the wind wouldn't blow the wind with a lid off of the box that we created here. This is good. We're seeing the bees seem to be here at the new box that we gave them. They're flying around. What do you see up there?
They left. Yeah, they're all gone. Good, right? They're basically right in that cross section. If you can...
Yeah.
No, went on the camera.
Are you doing
up there?
Yeah, just the entire ball that was left when we abandoned what we were doing. Basically, it was right in there, as I recall. All of the bees have come out of the tree. There's still some flying in the air. Without opening the top of this box, I have to assume that by the fact that all of those bees are on the doorstep there, that they have accepted this. Nick's going to open the top a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And there are
packed in there.
Bees in. Look at the chain there. I love it when they do that chain thing.
Are we missing a couple frames?
Yeah, we still have frames to put in, which we'll do when we move it.
Oh, there. Yeah, they're crowded in these two.
Yeah, there's a ton of them in there. I can't wish I had more light. Here, I'll get closer if I can.
If you tap on the screen, I might focus onto there. That easier. No.
It's just kind of dark in there, so.
Spread it out a little bit. I'm gonna take a peek in here.
Yeah, you can see them. That is a ton of bees. All right, I think that we successfully put a swarm inside this box.
Want to move it?
Well, how do we want to move it? That becomes our next question.
I'm pretty confident it is. Figure it out. Carefully.
You got it?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Nick's got the box. We have a couple of concrete blocks out here where there was an. You don't have any shoes on, Nick. You're going to be stepping in some crap. Okay. Maybe a little forward. Yep, good. Do we have anything else that has weight that we can put on top of there? I'm afraid that's still going to blow off. Those are pretty. I'll grab a rock. Yeah, we have them up here. I'll grab a brick. This will be fine. I don't know how much longer we can be cocky about going in and out.
You do not want to come apart. They're pulling the. Get closer to this. They're like pulling the frames as you try to pull the frame.
An accordion.
Wow.
That's like a gel.
Okay, push those together. Put the frame in there between those two.
It's crazy.
They're hanging on to each other. Yeah, that's all 10. Squish them together. They're supposed to actually be squished together. The spacing is perfect. Okay, let's cover them up. We have to make a cover for this. There's a brick. Won't go anywhere with that brick on it.
He's done for.
Yeah, he's definitely. Oh well.
Sorry, little dude. There you go.
Now I'll throw him into there. Hey, wait a minute! Somebody killed one of our buddies.
All right. Cut a new top.
Cut a new top. We have the rest of that sugar syrup. We can put the feeder on top of them just for the heck of it, because it'll be a better cover than what we're going to have.
Sure.
And then we'll just let them have some time to become bees. I'll have to level this off later because it's certainly not level, but that was not intending to have a third hive when I got up this morning. We've actually come quite a ways.
Thank God for Tractor Supply.
That's right. Thank God for Tractor Supply. All right, so we didn't film it, but we did a little bit of maintenance work to the hive. It was nowhere near level, so we did a little bit of leveling to it. It didn't have a legitimate top, still doesn't, but what we have is a piece of plywood that I cut to fit. Because of the number of bees that were in there, we decided to put a medium box on there also, just to make sure they had plenty of room. Put the feeder on with the rest of the sugar water that we made, and I have like I said, a piece of plywood on top as a cover, a brick to hold it down, because it's like I said, it's pretty windy today. Just taking a look at what the front of the hive looks like. We've got bees congregating front and back. Get a little bit closer. So they're actually flying in and out of this hive already. So I think they have adopted it as their new home. Just to do a quick inventory of the rest of the stuff that's going on. This is the Russian hive. We still have activity, bees going in and out, so something's going on in that hive. And then up the top, where we think the culprit is, the Italian hive. We have something move the entrance reducer. I'll just let them have that. But we do have activity moving in and out here too. So both hives seem to be alive. Plus we have that swarm that we captured. This is where I think the swarm came from. After all that activity, I'm not in the mood to do an inspection of this hive today. So in the next day or so, I will go in and take a look at this hive, which is where we introduced the queen, 3 or 4 days ago. And I do want to do another inspection of the Russian hive, just to make sure that our queen was doing okay over there. But strangely enough, now there's 3. Being a beekeeper is quite exciting.